Hi guys, Malky here from Lone Star Marine, Drum Winches and Accessories. Once again, we're in beautiful Rye, Victoria on the foreshore, and I am here to go over a few tips on how to wire your new anchoring system into your boat. Okay, when you buy a GX series winch from Lone Star, you're going to have the winch. You'll get a switch panel with a switch and a circuit breaker, reversing solenoid. And if you buy your wiring loom, you're going to get 5 pieces of cable that already have your lugs crimped onto the ends, along with some heat shrink. If you're making your own wiring loom, I'd like to go over a couple of pointers with you. We'll start with the winch itself. So you'll notice we've got these barrel crimps, or butt connectors as they're called as well. So obviously your cable can't just slide in, you have to remove the sheath first. So if you have a fancy stripper like this, by all means use it. It's very good when you're building about 50 or 60 wiring looms in a day. That comes off. So you have 25 mil square or 3 BNS cable here, and you've got your connector here. So this cable will slide into the connector, just like that. Now also in your paperwork, you're going to have 2 pieces of heat shrink. It's important to put those heat shrink onto this lead or this lead before it's connected. After it's slid in, you're going to crush this with a swage or a big pair of linesman's pliers. So what you're looking for is a really good connection here. Just give it a good crush with the swage. Slide your heat shrink over the whole connection, apply your heat, and the glue will come out. It's a dual wall epoxy filled heat shrink. You can see a bit of epoxy here and here as well. It's the same stuff. So that's how you connect the winch motor to your L4 leads. Okay, so to connect to the power source, we're going to go back to your batteries and your isolator switch. You can connect your leads either to the battery or the isolator. If you have the option of connecting it to an isolator, I would definitely do that. The reason being, it will draw power off both your batteries instead of putting a drain on one only. On the back of your isolator switch, you'll have 3 studs. You have a battery 1, a battery 2, and a common. They're all positive, so don't think that common is a ground. Common means it will work off either battery 1 or battery 2, and that's where you want to put your power to your winch. You put it from the common post on the back of your isolator. The ground, however, goes directly off the battery, your black cable. So red cable off of your isolator if you can, black cable off of a battery. These leads are going to then be run into the cabin of your boat or into your console. Your black cable is a ground, and that's going to go to this stud right here. This stud goes directly back to the battery, black cable. Your red cable coming from your isolator is going to come to your switch panel, and that's going to go on the back of your circuit breaker on this side right here. Okay, so red cable from the isolator to the back of your circuit breaker here. Then you'll have another short piece of red cable that goes from here to this stud here. These 2 here go directly to the winch motor, and it doesn't matter which lead goes to which terminal. I'll tell you why in a moment. These 2 little studs here, these 2 little screws, these are for your switching wires. Your switching wire goes from the solenoid to these 2 terminals, here and here. Leave these 4 alone. You're just going there to there. So there and there to here and here. And that's really all there is to it. Then you're all hooked up. Now when you go to use your winch, if you push the down button and it's actually bringing your anchor up, very easy to fix that. All you do, go to the back of your switch, take these 2 female spade clips and invert them. That's going to change the direction of your winch. Our motors are dual polarity, so there's no full-time positive, no full-time negative. That's why it doesn't really matter what color cable you run from your solenoid to your winch motor. It's only going to be right half the time. However you do it, it's only going to be right half the time anyway. it.